all the esteemed panelists. Greetings from Asia's first journalism university and India's biggest media university, and the city of lakes. A great listening to my fellow panelists. I just wanted to say that though we are primarily a media university, we also have a multidisciplinary approach. And now after the national education policy, an interdisciplinary approach. So we have a management department, we have Department of Library Science, we have a Computer Sciences and Applications department. Also, apart from the different facets of journalism, including print media, electronic media, new media technology, these facilities are there. Well, when it comes to journalism, let me straight away come to journalism, basically that, because that is our core area, that's our domain. Now, where today, given the kind of situation that we are in, that's particularly post-COVID, one, we are into online teaching in a big way. This was earlier a fad. Now, it has become a necessity. And necessity is the mother of invention. So, we have had teachers who have, never been, accustomed to, even using a smartphone. But we have been able to switch over pretty, well. Today, we have an integrated newsroom facility, integrated classroom facility, wherein not just students in our Bhopal campus, but we have other campuses including Rewa, Khandwa and Datia, the different localities, cities in Madhya Pradesh. So we have been able to bring them together through this integrated classroom project. You see, the emphasis today is on visual storytelling. And I wish to tell you that we have been using Adobe pretty extensively in our classrooms, in our labs. We are also in talks with them. But yes, we have a problem which I can share with you, and that is that, most of our students come from the Hindi heartland. They come from UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. Now this is our catchment area, so to say. So we would like these facilities which Adobe is offering to be a little more, custom built, customized and affordable for our students also. Because though we are a state-run university, we are not a state-funded university. I mean, we have to generate our own resources. We don't get a single penny from the government. So, but at the same time, all government rules are applicable on us. So we are giving a big push to mobile journalism. We are giving a big push to visual storytelling, wherein Adobe can play and other softwares can play a very critical role, because that's going to be the future of journalism. Future of journalism is going to be convergence. Future of journalism is going to be integrated newsrooms. Future of journalism is going to be artificial intelligence. So when this is the future, obviously my students would be redundant if I only teach them how to write a feature or how to write a news story. I should be able to turn them into multitaskers, and that is where technology, digital technology, comes in a big way. So when we groom multitaskers, then they are ready for the market. They are employable. So we are not just grooming a generation of educated young men and women, but also employable. So we are giving them skills. We are also looking at, we have a huge emphasis on graphics. We are talking about now, as I said, artificial intelligence in a big way. We are looking at animation, visual effects, and in the near future, we would be looking at gaming and comics also. But that depends a lot on the kind of financial muscle that is required. So we are looking for more affordable technologies, given the constraints that we have as a state university. Those things are there. But yes, we know that is the reality, and that is where, obviously the content remains the king, queen, prince, princess. So content is important, but equally important is technology. So I think that, when we prepare these media persons, they are technologically techno-savvy, That is the entire emphasis on them. Where that adaptability is there, they should be able to work in the most difficult technological situations. That's how we are preparing them, so that because we know that the market is getting limited to only highly skilled manpower, and when that is required, you need to have people with both creativity and technology.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh, for a well-rounded report. Yes, point noted on making technology affordable. Yeah, and we will circle back to you on that. And Adobe is committed in a way to bring the technology know-how to different strands of the society, and we'll work towards that. In a way. So let me sum up a few of these pointers. We all know and we all acknowledge that today digital first is the rock bed of our society. We like it, we don't like it. That's the either you adopt or you become dinosaurs. That's the finishing line that I would conclude this particular subsection of the first part. Let me move on to the next topic that I have for today's discussion. One of the things that we hear and it keeps echoing consistently is digital transformation across all boardrooms and across all industry verticals, including government, including education today. Right? Now, digital transformation has got its own pluses and minuses, and at the same time, today the goals or the outcomes of certain problem-solving aspects have got a tinge of both digital and physical world amalgamation coming in, or what we call as phygital, if I can coin that word, or if many people have been using this word, of course, in the last 1.5 years, so to speak. As a common man, what is it that it means to me from an education standpoint? What are the thoughts that we could do, we can think of, we can bring it to execution from encouraging innovation mindsets to address these problems in the phygital world today? And how can the education community, along with various industry leaders, can be addressed and make sure that there is creativity and a whole host of things impacting the student outcomes? So let me open up on this topic with Dr. Balasubramanian. To you, sir, and what are your thoughts on encouraging innovation mindset, primarily in students, primarily aided by creative technologies and various other options that you feel are relevant in the current context of digital? Kindly unmute.
Yeah. So, we all agree that digital is playing a large role in our lives, yes. But I think we should not go over the top with that, because when we're teaching design in a college or a university, what the students who come are